Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Mystery Monday. I haven't really thought about what I'm going to read on. But I did thought one thing I've wanted to have a look at is who killed Bob Crane, who starred as Hogan in Hogan's Heroes. So I thought I'd have a look at that mystery. That's a Hollywood mystery that seems to gone, nothing was proven. A man called John Henry Carpenter was investigated, but nothing's been proven. It remains unsolved to this day. So I thought I'd have a look at that, at who killed Bob Crane. Anyone got any spooky, mysterious things they want me to look at? It could be another Hollywood mystery. The Black Dahlia has been solved, so so yeah, if you've got something you want me to look at, thinking I might look at a town called Tully in North Queensland. It's notorious for UFO sightings, I suppose. Hi, Kathy W. Hi, Carter Mancy, Bright Opal, Catherine Stubbs, hello. So is it really UFOs? What is the area around Tully like? Can I have a look? Hi, Michelle Mabel. Thank you. Oh, yeah. So what do you think? What are some things to look at? I've had a look previously at Min Min lights, which are an Australian thing. Hi, Bonnie Russell. I'm asking people if they've got something they want me to look at. I've got Bob Crane. Who killed him? Did John Henry Carpenter kill him? He was bludgeoned to death in 1978, Bob Crane. And if you can't remember who he is, he was Colonel Hogan in Hogan's Heroes. So, yeah. And I've also thought I'd have a look at Tully in North Queensland. Why is it? What is it around the place? And is it really a UFO hotspot? If so, why? Okay, I'm going to put mysterious objects into the search engine. That's in the universe. No. Mysterious objects / artifacts. I've got 10 mysterious objects from history that still baffle us. Now, it's all fun stuff tonight. I'm not going to do any political stuff tonight. It's all fun. It's all mysteries. That's why it's called Mystery Monday. So let's see. Can put that down there. So what are some of the mysterious objects around? The Antikythera mechanism. The Antikythera historic site in Greece. It's a round thing. It looks like it's a mechanism. It looks like it's like part of something mechanical, but apparently it's really, really old. The oldest gear machine, or analog computer. Okay, so that's one thing I've been wanting to look at for a while. So I'm going to have that. Now it's Antikythera, Antikythera mechanism, and it looks like a cog from a machine, but it is it was found, within rock or something. Historic site of Greece, which probably boasts the world's largest ancient shipwreck. The mechanism was salvaged from this particular underwater location in 1900, and since the proverbial contraption has astonished archaeologists and scientists alike. Evolved workmanship. Now, it came from an ancient shipwreck, apparently. Did it? Or was it dropped off by... Did it fall off a much later ship? Or a much larger time, from a much later time. And it's sort of... It looks like this. UFO sightings up in Canada, according to the range. The Ark of the Net, is it really? No, it's not. I've done Oak Island before. I've done a video on Oak Island. So if you want to go back and look at my mystery tours, you will find one on Ark Island, Michelle Mabel. But the other thing is, currently, I've just been working on, I'm going to be doing a video probably tomorrow on the Ark of the Covenant and the Holy Grail. They're going to both be in the one video, so keep an eye out for that. I was going to do it last week, but of course, me being me. Granger Tyler left a note to his parents. It hasn't been since. What happened to him? Granger? When was this? Interstellar. How old was he? In Canada, was he? Oh, very recent. Oh my goodness. Oh, I'm a little bit hesitant to read on something so recent. Canada. (2019) 1980. Oh my goodness. So he went missing in 1980. It's in Duncan in Canada. 1980. Oh my goodness. Dear mother and father, I have gone away to walk aboard an alien spaceship. This reoccurring scenes of 42 months. Oh my goodness. Oh. All right. As recurring dreams assured a 42-month interstellar voyage to explore the vast universe and then return. He actually disappeared in 1980. On the 29th of the 11th, 1980. So he disappeared a lot longer ago than 2015. It was 1980. I found the story here. They've just recently done a documentary in 2019 about him. So I'll have a look at him. Yeah, he was a mechanic. Oh, goodness. So reminds me of somebody I know. Yeah. So we'll have a look at that. I might start off with that. What happened to Granger Tyler? Yeah. Okay. So we're going to have a look at Granger Tyler. Hello, people who are in the watching but aren't in the chat. Thank you for joining me. Yeah, I found the story from 2019. What have been 41 years ago this young man disappeared. Devil's Play, repeated problems, and this is quite a nightmarish image, but it's a dream-filled image. Devil's Play, 15 devil. He was really plagued by a lot of demons by the looks of it. And yeah, I'm just going to, most of you know I bring up a map when I'm working, when I'm looking at things, places. nightmarish images. He was plagued. He was plagued by demons. I do get the sense there was mental illness there. I don't know much about. They found a vehicle blown up in the forest. Could it have been his? That's interesting. Duncan, British Columbia, Canada. He was plagued by demons, definitely. The poor lad. Wasn't in the Stony Hill Regional Park where they found his vehicle, was it? I just saw that there. And Stony Hill Regional Park near Genoa Bay. For some reason, I really got drawn to there or next to it. Eight of Worlds, change. Worlds is Pentacles. It's material. He was caught up. I do feel the mental health problem, and he was caught up in his dreams and looking for something that would help explain what he's I definitely think the man had mental health issues. I don't think he was, taken by anything. I think hi, Teresa Balthasar. You're in Los Angeles. We're looking at a young man called Granger Tyler who disappeared in 1980. He left a note for his parents saying he was going on an interstellar journey that he was told would last 42 months. And he was never seen again. In his dreams, that he was told in his dreams would last 42 months. Oh my goodness. I do feel like he was suffering from mental health demons. Eight of Worlds, he was really caught up in this world, and it was like the Hermit. Of course, he hasn't been found. I do think he'll stay hidden for a long time. I don't know that they'll ever find him, but I feel that it was probably, he was so caught up in what he was doing in looking and in meditating and preparing himself. I think, unfortunately, it was just, he basically died of natural causes. One of the things with the Eight of Pentacles is that the trainee artisan can get so caught up in what he's doing, or the artisan can get so caught up in what they're doing that they don't notice the warning signs around them. And I feel like he was in just such a state, such a trance-like state, that he basically just sat down somewhere, and for somewhere that's really, really hard to find. It could be in some crevice somewhere, you know, and he just basically passed away. And he's at peace, you know. He would have felt, I feel like, would have felt he was going on that journey. It is a very, will he remains ever be found? Hierophant. If they keep looking in places where they think someone might wander off to, or standard places they'll never find, he's in a really unusual place. It's a natural place, but I don't think they'll find him, because it's, if he's ever found, it will be by accident. Hi, Alianne. It's a tragic story that this young man was in such a place. But I don't get this. I get the idea that he was happy. He was happy to leave behind. He saw things as he was going on this journey, and he was going to leave behind negative things in his life, and he was happy to do that. When he passed, he strangely felt rested, I think. I'm using the Voyager Tarot for this reading. Ace of Cups, ecstasy. Yeah, he felt like he was being, when he passed, he felt like he was being lifted, ascended into a whole new realm and a whole new ecstasy, really. The Ace of Cups, emotions, a whole new realm of emotions and stuff. And he was very happy. So it's a tragedy what happened to him. That they weren't able to get him help. I don't even know if they knew he was ill, but there was nothing dark or evil or horrible behind it. It was just, unfortunately, someone who was ill, who went off by himself. Strange, on the bottom of the deck was the star card here too, which, with the ecstasy of the, it's like he really did feel like, yeah. He felt like he was being called, and he went. And this figure here is so peaceful and serene. And he was like that in the end. He went to a place wherever it was, where he felt comfortable, and he felt, for the first time in a long time, that he didn't have to worry about other people around him, what they were thinking and what they were doing. And yeah, it's a shame. Quite possibly. That's an interesting take. Will he be found higher up in the mountains, trying to reach a higher place? Possibly. I don't know the area around British Columbia very well, but there are some very high peaks. It's not far from the Cascades, is it? Looks like he was on Vancouver Island, the town. Hang on. Yeah, he was on Vancouver Island. So Duncan is on Vancouver Island. Is he on Vancouver Island? What's that mountain in the middle? Did he go up there? Is he on Vancouver Island? I think he walked. No, he's on Duncan's on Vancouver Island. Age of Crystals. Yeah, I do feel he's still on the island somewhere, but it looks like such vast areas. Town of Duncan is on Vancouver Island, so yeah. Well, I do think he may have been trying to reach higher places. Okay. Okay, let's have a look at what happened to Bob Crane. I think if he'd have gone off the island, he would have had to go on the ferries and stuff, and I feel like he would have been seen. He didn't do that. He was on the island, and so I do feel he's still on the island. And as he was on foot, I don't think he will be found. Hi, Cat. Bob Crane. Why was he killed? Why was he killed? We'll ask that first. Guides of the highest truth and compassion. Please, please. Bob Crane. Bob Crane. What was going on with Bob Crane? What was his story? What was happening just before he passed? Pentacles, money. Now, a lot came out about him afterwards. He was a great womanizer, and nobody really realised. Well, they knew he liked the ladies, but how bad he actually was. He was very good at presenting this stable, happy family type, apart from the fact that they knew he liked the ladies, but yeah. The World card. Cycle. The world was watching him. I think he was... He wanted to start a new phase of his life, and he felt he had to do something first to, you know, to do that. So he felt he had to complete a task. And that task, I think, threatened somebody's security. Yeah, secrets coming out. Long buried things coming out. That, you know. I'm not going to talk about his sexual orientation or that. I do think he may have been bisexual, but that's about all I'm going to say, because you know, that was his business. But there was somebody who was sitting very pretty in a good position, and they felt threatened, I think. Yeah, they felt threatened. They didn't want him to do this. He wanted to tell his story, I think. And there's a lot more to his story than a lot of people realised. Now, of course, the main subject was John Henry Carpenter. But it was never proven. He was never, you know, he was questioned and all that, but yeah, I think he was looking towards he's thinking about maybe, you know, writing an autobiography and wanting, you know, wanting to shock people too. It was definitely somebody he was very close to. Was it John Henry Carpenter? I get a yes card and I get the Queen of Cups, and the Queen of Cups with the lid on the chalice, which means wanted to keep a lid on things. Hi, Katie. How are you? Wanted to keep things in the background. Four of Swords with a maybe. And here we got the World card again. Bob Crane was a very popular figure, but his career had been stalling, going a bit downhill. And one thing people do when that happens is they decide they're going to write a tell-all book. And again, this is exposure at wanting to start into the next part of his life. I do think that this man may have been the one to do it, but they never proved it. And I do think it was because Bob Crane was looking to tell some secrets, not just about his own life, but other people's lives. Did he do it at somebody else's instigation? Let's have a look at that. Did Carpenter, if indeed he did do it, and this is why I put a disclaimer on all my videos and all my lives, because this is for entertainment purposes only, and they are the opinion of my cards. No disrespect is meant to the family of these people, to the families and anything. It's just, yeah. So assuming that John Henry Carpenter did do it, was it on his own behalf or somebody else's? So was it? Okay. How shall I put this? Were there other people involved in the murder, not in the actual doing it, but in the planning, conspiring? Were there other people involved? Out in the cold? No. He was on his own. He did it on his own. He was disappointed. This is often, so we've got five of cards. No, he was on his own. He was disappointed. Page of Swords is often about a friend disappointing you, a friend betraying you. He felt betrayed and angry at Bob Crane, and basically I don't think it was a planned thing. He just then said, no, I can't let you do this. So he acted. Judgment. Yep. So, yeah. So he just acted. Now I'm going to look at Tully. What is it about Tully in North Queensland that it is supposed to be one of the most famous UFO spots in the world? What is it about Tully. I'll go back to the Voyager cards again, I think. Tully. What is it about Tully that makes it the unique place it is? Nine of Worlds, Nine of Pentacles, Harvest. It has an abundance of forest, and it's in the hills. It's surrounded by hills of the Great Dividing Range. There's rainforest on one side, and cane fields on the other. It's just an abundance. It's just a labyrinth of growth, and the Great Dividing Range goes up the whole length of the country virtually, and it is volcanic. There are a lot of really, really interesting places there. I do feel like there's a quality in the rock, well, and a lot of those areas that were formed from, and they were basalt volcanoes and rich soils and everything, and so the growth around there is amazing. Nine of Wands integrity. It's talking. It's sort of like the hills are talking. There's a sort of a vibrational thing here. We've got the Nine of Wands, and it's like the bells in the cathedral ringing. It's like it's got a vibrational feeling to it. And I've been to Tully, and yeah, that to me it does have that. It is a bit, yeah. I wouldn't say the hills are singing, but there is a very strange vibration to the place. Thank you. It's the headscarf, yeah. This is it. It's very lovely. I picked it up on a little cruise we went on down south, actually. It was just a short cruise down to the southern coast of WA and back. I wouldn't go on the cruise line again. It wasn't very impressive, but it was a nice little getaway, I suppose. So, and yeah, it is one of my favourite scarves, but it can be a bit of a pain. It can bunch up in all the wrong places. So there's definitely a vibrational thing there. Learn a child of crystal. Communication. It's like people feel like I suppose it's got its fair share of, I suppose, hippie types, I suppose. I haven't been there in years, but there's some pretty strange people there. But people go there and they think that they can send messages out. The Ace of Worlds, success. It's an opportunity. People see it as a place of opportunity to reach higher areas. Yeah, but I do feel it's just, as in lots of very mountainous areas. They can put out lots of vibrations. The Earth is a very interesting place. Devon in the UK is very much got a lot of, it's basically made of granite, which can radiate radon and theron, so that it's quite radioactive there. And and it's just naturally there because the whole area is on granite. And yeah, but so the different stratas and substratas and all that the world is made up of is very much part of what makes an area unique or attract more activity of one sort than another. So Tully is, I do feel it's got a lot to do with the landscape, with what it was made. It's at the foothills of the ranges. Yeah, there are some areas up in those hills that are very, very eerie. So, now I'm going to look at the Antikythera mechanism, which I did a sketch of, and it's encased in things, and it's got some other things. And Antikythera, unless, you know, apparently it's encased in a lot of marine growth and all that. And it was found on a shipwreck that's supposed to be the world's largest ancient shipwreck south of Greek. And they do think it's something to do with astronomical observances, including eclipses. So what is it? It's often called the world's oldest gear. It's interesting. I feel drawn to this little deck, the purple and gold deck, for this one, to have a look at what it is. Is it actually from the time of this shipwreck, or is it later? So that's the first question I'm going to ask. Is it from the time of this shipwreck? It is. It's a lovely scarf. I really do like wearing it. Okay. No. We've got the death card came out, and that's no. Move on from that. One of the things with the death card is that it's not like necessarily it's time to move on from that. So the idea that it's from this actual shipwreck, this is saying it's actually time to move on from that. It's later. From a later time, and this is the two pillars with the sun coming up, a new dawn is waiting. It's time to move on. It's from further on than when the shipwreck was. Is it from the last 500 years? Certainly been there a long time. But is it from the last 500 years? Again, I'm getting no with the 10 of Wands. No. So it's older than 500 years old, but it's not from the time that the ship it was found in was wrecked. Did it fall off another vessel? Yes, with the Page of Wands. Its role was actions, something to do with actions. And on the bottom here, I've got the Seven of Cups, which can be choices, decisions. So it was, yeah, so, and it played a role in actions. Like, was it a navigational device? I've got the Eight of Cups here. In the yes, no's, it's a no, but I do feel like it's like, this person is heading off on their journey, having gotten what they can from it. I do think it was a navigational device. Yes, a device that helped with the forward momentum of it, of the ship. Now, it's interesting because we've got the canopy here with the stars, celestial knowledge. So, yeah, I do feel it was some sort of maybe early sextant. I do feel like the vessel came to a bad end, I think. But, yeah. But it's not as old as the ship it was found in. It was from another vessel passing by. It was in trouble anyway. There could have been a storm. I do think that vessel, yeah, it was from another vessel, possibly a merchant vessel with the Ace of Pentacles. The vessel that it came from, let's see, is the wreck somewhere nearby and hasn't been found? No, it wasn't at the time of the original ship. It wasn't. I got no. It was from further later on. And I've got, is the wreck of this vessel, is it in the vicinity but not being found yet? Yes, it's in the vicinity. No, it hasn't been found yet. Might not ever be found, but definitely, I think it may have fallen overboard during a storm or something. But it's definitely older than 500 years old, but it's not as old as the wreck it was found on. I'm trying to think what date the wreck it was found on from. Was it, there's a hypothesis that the mechanism was contrived in one of the colonies of Corinth. Its contraption might have been the very same device that Roman general Marcellus took as booty from Syracuse in 1212 AD, thus alluding to Archimedes. Yeah. That would make sense. So it could have been a ship that was plundered and attacked, even. It definitely ended up... What was the ship that it was found on? Yeah, I think the shipwreck was older than that. Largest ancient shipwreck. Yeah. Was it? The device that the Roman general Marcellus took from Syracuse in 1212 AD. Present-day Turkey. Yes. Okay, now, was it created? The colonies of Corinth. Was it created in Corinth? Yes. So in that case, yeah. Okay. Was it created in present-day Turkey? Let's have a look. I don't know what the time of the original shipwreck was, but I think it was, yeah, older than the emperor. Knowledge and wisdom. I don't think. I think they may have been making devices like that in Turkey as well. But I don't know if that was the one that was from there. But anyway, it's very interesting device, very interesting, mysterious. The main penny, the Goddard coin. Has anyone heard of the Goddard coin? Or the main penny? M-A-I-N-E. How the Vikings had discovered the continent of North America at least 500 years before Christopher Columbus. They talked about it in a previous post. Goddard coin from a southern area which used to be an old Native American settlement. Well, it certainly looks like it has some Native Americans. 1067 to 1093. Norwegian Viking named Olav Kyrre, but it's been identified as belonging to the Norwegian Viking king name, belonging to the period of the Norwegian Viking king Olav Kyrre, O-L-A-V, last name K-Y-R-R-E, who reigned from 1067 to 1093. Very short reign. What was it? So he was 34 years old. Well, so it's brought about the questions, where this was found. They have been, coins like this have been found in Newfoundland. But this coin was found in an old Native American settlement at Mesquite Point, Brooklyn, Maine. much further south than they thought the Vikings. I feel like the coin travelled south, the Vikings didn't. But yeah, so how did the coin get that far south? Did the Vikings get that far south? I mean, it's not really that far south. I mean, these guys were master mariners. And they set out with the faith in their gods, with the aim to conquer. So they set out with faith in their gods, with the aim to conquer, and they found this land. So they did establish relationships with the people around the Vikings. So the question I want to ask here is, I'll ask first, did the Vikings get down to Mesquite Point? Were they there? Oh yes, it was definitely be something from trade. The Heaven of Ruin Stone, hey? Okay, so did the Vikings get down to Mesquite Point? Did they set foot on Mesquite Point? Empress, that says yes. They felt there was an abundance to be gotten from there. Yes, because their aim was to dominion, to claim places. So it makes sense that they were, and part of the way they do that, the King of Cups. Yeah. So the Heaven of Rune Stone, is it? Stone in Oklahoma. Is it Rune, R-U-N-E? Katie? Was it used in trade? Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Conquering as well. Was it used in trade? Definitely. Yeah. It was sort of at a crossroads area, I think. I think the point, Mesquite Point in Maine, was one of those areas where they would determine if they were going to go further inland or stay on the coast. It was just one of those areas. I don't know much about the area. I haven't got it up on Google Maps or anything. So, yeah. So let's see. That's really interesting that it's, let's see if that runestone is on here. Oh, the Iron Pillar of Delhi, that's gorgeous. But it's not a mystery stone. Lake Winnipesaukee mystery stone, egg-shaped thing. Yeah, got that. No, it's not. Okay, so we're going to go Heaven or Runestone. Okay. The Heaven or Runestone. They have a Viking festival, hey? And it's in Oklahoma, which is well inland, isn't it? So let's have a look at that. There's also a Shawnee and Pawnee stones, the Potu stones. There's several stones around by the looks of it. Just not just the Heavener one, but the Porto runestone. But there's also a Pawnee one and a Shawnee one. So there's at least 4 runestones. That's interesting. Are they all related? Were they all put there by the same people? Were these stones all put there by the same people? I'm getting a yes. And they play a role in like oral tradition, modern creation. So yes, there's definitely something there. But yeah, so I've got that they were put there by the same people, but were they put there by Vikings? That's the other thing. Some people say that they're modern creations. So were they put there by Vikings? No, I'm getting manipulation. They're later than that. They're not like 20th century, but I've got the hangman too. And also, if this is also here, the genders and all that. That doesn't mean they weren't put there by Scandinavian. Yeah.
How's your coffee going, sweetie?
It's almost finished. I'm going to wrap up in a few minutes, actually. So,
Okay.
yeah. Were they put there in the 20th century? Page of Cups, yes. Queen of Wands, got by possibly some younger people. I do, but early in the 20th century, not like later. I think they were put there quite a few decades before they were found. Hi, Laurie M. There's always a tap on my office window in the afternoons. Wow, interesting. What's that about? Don't normally do personal readings, but this is a Mystery Mondays, and it's a little bit of a mystery. You want to know what it's about, do you? I think it could have been a hoax by a group of people. Were the stones a hoax by a group of people? Yep. Yeah, I do feel they were quite anxious that they were going to be found out. They always thought they were going to be found out, but they never were. I think they came up with the scheme when they were getting drunk one day. But I do think that hoax by 19th century farmer, sort of something that not just him and some others. So what's going on with the tap at Lorian's office window in the afternoons? Is it at the same time every time, Laurie? Yeah, it was a hoax. It wasn't. But those areas were settled very much by Scandinavian people, weren't they? Up in the northern areas of the state. So, yeah. Hi, Edna May. Let's have a look. Guides of the highest truth and compassion. Can you tell me about the tap on the window of Laurie M's office every afternoon? Let's have a look. Hi, Clarence. Is it supernatural? 6 of Cups. and childish. Like, you know, someone coming up and knocking on the door and then running away. 6 of Cups, sort of like a childish thing. Is it up high, the window, or down low? The location of the window would be helpful. Moving on. Momentum. Can it be with the celestial? Two of Pentacles. Manipulation, juggling. Is it natural causes, like a movement of the window in the frame? Sun. Is there a presence in the office? Hi, Teresa Balthazar. Two of Swords. Comes and goes. Not the best deck. It's a fairly plain deck. So we'll keep looking at this. Laurie, what can you tell me about your office? Is it on a ground floor? Is it part of a house? Is it an older building? Knight of Rods. Has this building been investigated? That's the question that... Ace of Pentacles. Hi, Judy Malley. 6 of Pentacles. It's an old building that had something to do with... Is it a bank? Even... is it a bank or used to be a bank or something? If you could answer, tell me a couple of things about the building where your office is. That would be good. The tap on the window, supernatural. Three of Pentacles. Three of Cups. Definitely a place where deals went down, this place. Without knowing more about Laurie M's office, all I can say is I feel like that's be interesting. But I'm getting like a lot of coins here. I feel like the building that her office is in, I don't know whether it's a bank or used to be a bank or possibly a courthouse, which we often use for dealings. It's interesting. Is it someone trying to get your attention? Cups. Yes, someone who hasn't moved on, just trying to get your attention. I don't think they mean any harm, but yeah. Someone who hasn't moved on, who's hanging on a bit, attached to the building. They're like, hey, what you doing in there? That sort of thing. Okay, guys, I am going to, I think, wrap it up. I'll go for another 10 minutes or so, 10, 12 minutes, bring up to the hour and a half. So has anyone got a question about a specific building in their town or... I think it's got something to do with the history of the building. So has anyone got any questions, anything they want me to look at? I'm not going to look at the Skinwalker Ranch. I won't do that. That place freaks me out. And I won't look at the Tiger King Ranch either. Ugh. Anyone got anything they'd like me to look at? I'll have a look at earlier comments, see if I missed anything. Why are UFO sightings in Canada going up? Let's have a look. Your house in Mesquite, built in 1897, cartomancy. All right. Okay, there's an old blacksmith shop in Stratford, Oklahoma, where I live, that is rather ominous. Okay. Everyone used to go into blacksmith shops. It was a real busy place. The smithy was a vital part of the community. Okay. Why are they going up? 8 of rods. Communication. Why are sightings going up in Canada? It's like they're coming in and checking things out and assessing how we're handling things, I think. And I think there's probably lots of places where they might have gone up a bit more. Yeah, it could be because people are locked in their towers more, moving on, trying to move on. Yeah, I think yeah, I do think it's to do with the virus. People are at home. They're home more. They've got less to do. They're looking out more. You know. Okay, the blacksmiths. Oh, Stafford, Oklahoma. Hey. Oklahoma. Oh, Oklahoma. Blacksmith shop. Is it Stratford, Oklahoma? Let's have a look. Is it the Oklahoma Horseshoeing School? Where's it located? What street? Just off Main Street. Is that Smith Street, is it? Just off the main street. Oh, West Main Street. There it is. East Main Street. Yeah, I found Main Street. So is it haunted? There'd be a lot of energy from there, like a lot of place memory, because a Smithy's, you know, would have been a very, very busy place in town. One of the busiest places in town. So is it actually haunted or Is there a ghost there? Oh, there's definitely something happened there that was quite a bit of a catastrophic event. So you could be picking up on the memory of that. After smithing hours, yeah. Yeah, very secret. Lots of hidden secrets to do with the place. Possibly quite a lot of violence. Pretty chaotic time. Yeah, there was definitely some violence happening there. Pity you can't remember the cross street it's on, and whether it's north of Main Street or south. It's north, you know, it's north. Yeah. Definitely, yeah. It left a long shadow. I don't know when your town was founded or anything, but it was definitely some very well-respected members of the community were involved in this place. And it's definitely a place of secrets. I think there's several families around town that are really, really happy that it's going to be torn down. Yeah, I do think it's possibly definitely haunted. There could be, yeah, definitely some heartbreak there. It was a very dangerous. I get some young people, possibly even some children, may have been killed in or around the shop at some time accidentally or whatever. But yeah, there's definitely something there. Now, Katamani Mesquite, you live in Mesquite, and you said you think your house is spooked. So let's have a look at that, hey? Mesquite, Texas. It's a suburban city located east of Salem. There was some sort of explosion years ago. Yes. Yeah. Well, that would be indicated by the tower with the... I do think some children may have been killed and young people. Very tragic. The whole town sort of was hit by it, and yeah, they'll be glad to see it go. Mesquite Arts Centre. So Cardamanti, Mesquite. We have a house. Was the house of one of the founders of the town. Okay. So it's one of the oldest houses. There's 143 people, 140, almost 141,000 people. We looked at your house before, Miss. Oh no, that was somebody who used to live somewhere else. Yeah. Is it near town, east, more? No. Is Cardamanti's house haunted? One of the founders of the town east part of town. Hi, Viviane. Yeah. Did this person end up being a bit of a disgrace? Like, well, not necessarily them, but there was a bit of disgrace later on. J.C. Rugal House. Because I got the 5 of coins, which means J.C. Rugal, hey? Let's have a look. Was he a bit, did he end up being disgraced a bit, or some member of his family getting a bit of disgrace? There's abundance, and there's definitely fertility here. Was he had lots of kids, maybe? Definitely had trouble commitment, but this guy definitely ended up out in the cold with the community. So I haven't looked him up. possibly even in some legal trouble. But anyway, is your house haunted? Is he haunting your house? Let's have a look here. Get a different deck for that one. Is there... It's J.C. Vrugel haunting Cartomancy's house. How old's the town, Cartomancy? 22nd most populous place in the state of Texas. $1878. Sam Bass. Yeah. Yeah. Could be his wife. I've got the Queen of Cups here. So not J.C. Vrugel, but his wife. Disappointment. Communication. Yes, and a younger man. Yeah. The woman, it's her home. She helped build it. She had helped make it one of the most important homes of the town. And so the younger person, the younger man, very good communicator, ideal. Left something behind to do with money. Musician. Knowledge, a deal, yeah. Definitely left something behind. Some secret. I'll tell you what, good old Vrugel, I think he put it about a bit. I think he had a few extra children. That he kept hidden. Wouldn't acknowledge. By human wolves. Poor woman. Yeah, I think there's definitely left something. It might not be there now, but he doesn't know that. And there's also something about some children as well. Secret children. So I don't know what Rugal was. Oh, definitely something big happened. Secret children. They did lose everything. They did lose everything. Wasn't a doctor, was he? Anyway, do you know anything about J.C. Rugal? Was he a doctor? Well, with secret children, it could have been, but that was put into my head afterwards. I thought maybe he had, yeah, pretty sure of secret children. Okay, yeah. I think he was a builder, yeah. Okay. Wouldn't surprise me if there's if he was a builder, there might be not necessarily a room or something, but it might be a hidden cupboard or something somewhere in there even. It might be worth going for a look at. But yeah. Yeah. Okay. Notable people. The guy, the ex-drummer for Pearl Jam, the actress Melissa Archer, Carol Brown, professional football player for the New England Patriots, and San Francisco 49ers and Oakland Raiders, and the Texas Longhorns. Lots of football players. Greg Vaughan from General Hospital. Brian Massey, Taylor Parker, quite a few actors. Oh, Terry Fader. Yeah, I've seen him. He's funny. Hi, Ewart. Of course, it's Monday mystery time, so if you've got a mystery that you'd like me to look at. Yeah, Jerry Hall was from there. Wow, and a lot of people. Yeah, I think a lot of people are not too keen about Catholic missions at the moment. Kathleen, yeah. Is anybody else? The human wolves. That implies a pack. I think the poor girl might have been attacked by a bunch of men, unfortunately. Not abortion. I think might have been attacked, basically, and they never found out who, or they might have known but couldn't do anything about it. The headstone you were talking about, a pack of human wolves that does sound like gang rape. Has anybody got somewhere they want me? Yeah, we're not doing politics tonight. Yeah, remember I got a pet special on tomorrow. So tomorrow night, my time. Same time as tonight, 9 p.m. my time. Too much happened. Okay, my darlings, I'll take this to the 2-hour mark and then I'll have to hop off. So if anyone's got somewhere they want me to look at. Sacred Heart Cemetery in Oklahoma. Yeah, here it is. Sacred Heart School, Sacred Heart. The thing is, there's a lot of Sacred Hearts. So there's a Sacred Heart community. Oh, yeah, here it is, the cemetery. Yep, I had it before. It's on North 3490 Road and East 1390 Road. It's on a, not surprisingly, it's on a slight hill by the looks of it, which would not surprise me in the least, it being on a rise. The Catholic Church often like to build their churches on the highest piece of ground. Yeah. Yep, that's the one. I found it. Hi, Linda B. I'm doing mysteries and stuff, so Yeah, just look at it and you feel a clenching inside, and it's like, oh. I just get the feeling there should be more gravestones than there actually are. Wouldn't surprise me. Father Isidore Rabot, 1879, on the Potawatomi Reserve. Yeah. Are there unmarked graves there? Yes. Of innocence. They've been kept close secret. Yeah, I mean, there'd be... I feel like yeah, there's an area out the back there that west of on the E13 to the west of the compound that, yeah, could bear looking into. But yeah, I'm not going to go there because it's a very distressing subject. But it's left a very long-lasting and sad legacy to the natives there. It's very emotional. Okay, guys, I am going to wrap it up now. Thanks for joining me. I'm not sure about Thursday morning. I might go on Wednesday morning, but it would be early because I have an appointment to get my second shot. And my second vaccination shot. Health reasons, then there was a big delay, but anyway, oh dear. So, there's definitely more. The Catholic Church. This is the sort of crap that turned me away from the Catholic Church. I was brought up Catholic, and that, and the abuse and all that. So it's, yeah. I do appreciate your support, guys, and everything. And I will see you tomorrow night for the pet special. And yeah. So see you at 9 o'clock tomorrow night, my time. And yeah, I'll be doing a pet special. So from what, 9 a.m. to 6 a.m. wherever you are in the States. And, you know, earlier morning, I suppose, or later in the afternoon, if you're, yeah, in between. Yeah. Anyway, I will talk to you tomorrow. Stay safe, stay strong, stay loving, and stay healthy. And I'll talk to you tomorrow night for the pet special. Bye-bye.